Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the big wide world. We've got Cash Champion here. Mm. And I just thought I'd come on and do a little reading just to see what's happening with the energies around us all today and what advice can come forward. So I was dusting myself and thought, right, no, come on, let's do a reading. Any excuse. So, I found this card deck that I haven't had out for a while, and I remember these giving some great advice a few years back when I was using them a lot. And with them being the divine feminine energy, this is exactly the energy that we need to be bringing down and working within at this current moment in time. The earth is needing this divine energy, this loving, nurturing, peaceful, gentle energy that is required. So I thought, well, let's get these cards on the roll and see what we need to hear today. So I'm going to ask, obviously, for the collective, but I'm going to ask with the world in mind as well. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards. So I'm going to start off with a message for us, the collective. What do we need at this moment in time? What advice can be brought forward? What can we do to help ourselves? And what can we do to help others? And I'm wanting to bring a divine feminine goddess forward, please, to bring a message through for us all at this moment in time. Okay, I'm hearing there's two want to come out, so we'll take top and bottom card after a cut. Right, that feels right. Let's give them a cut. Now we've got the top and we've got the bottom. Interesting. So the first card that's come out is Laeta, the red goddess. Now, this is so it's weird because the colours that I'm really picking up on at the moment that we need to be harnessing is definitely the red of the root chakra, the love and the passion, the fire horse energy that's coming in. But you can see on this card there's a lot of yellow and white energy coming in, and that's the divine energy coming down, the Christ consciousness. We've got the beautiful golden energy of Metatron coming down. And these are the colours that we need as a collective to be working with at this moment in time. And it says on this card, playfulness is a spiritual power. So she's asking us not to be so serious, basically. Don't be so serious in your spiritual work. Lighten up. It's supposed to be enjoyed. And certainly in the day-to-day life, people are becoming very serious, and this is the energy that's creeping in and holding us back in such a way that we need to let this lighter energy in. Let the white light and the golden light in. The red energy is to ground his energy in so we can hold our emotions and steady ourselves so that we can deal with whatever we need to deal with, because when our root chakra is fully open, we are in the I am present. And we have our self-worth and our self-love and blah 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 blah, and we're holding our own energy. But with the white and golden light coming in, it's coming in to transmute a few things to help us settle back into that beautiful balance and to allow the lighter side of life in. And she's talking about laughter leads you back to the light. And this is what we're needing to do. We need to come back to the light. We need to come back to remembering who we are and not letting the heaviness of the world drag us down. Because as a single human being, there's not a lot we can actually do to change what's happening. Everything that's happening around the world is meant to be. We are exactly all where we are meant to be in this great play that's playing out at the moment. Um, as they say, the world is the stage and we are the players upon it. That's a reference I'm making to, which is life, basically. But if we come together as a collective to better ourselves, to let go of this drudgery that we're experiencing at the moment, and certainly watching upon the TV, to look for the lighter things, to come together as a collective, to sit in this beautiful light and to anchor it. And when we anchor this light, we're taking the light within for us to help us to acclimatise, to bring the lighter energies in, to choose happiness, to choose joy, to see things from a heightened perspective. And then that catches on because it's in your aura. And whatever you're carrying in your auric field, or you're anchored down into the earth, it helps to infiltrate into others' auras. And it's we always say that laughter is contagious, and when you come together with your friends or with your family and you have a jolly good laugh, it changes the energy around you. And you always say, oh, I needed that, that was fun. And this is what we need. We choose it. We choose to be in that vibration. We don't wait for it to happen. We choose, we do the work, and we choose to lift our energies into that state of being. So this is the card that's coming forward. You know, don't be so serious. Lighten up. It's okay to have a jolly good bloody laugh and enjoy yourself with those people around you that are there to be enjoyed. So this is the message that's coming through from this beautiful Lalita goddess. Isn't she beautiful? And look at those eyes. She's ready to laugh. And this is how we need to be. Now, the other message that's coming through is the Hestia. And again, very white light and golden light based. Beautiful. So this is the goddess of sanctuary. It says, no matter where I am home. And remember that home is where your heart is, and your heart is here. And this is home. Get into that heart space and really start to sense your being, who you are. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. And that is so true. Now, these cards coming together like that is bringing a home truth forward. Everything that we require on our spiritual path exists in us. Everything that we acquire, that we need in a day-to-day life, we hold the keys within. You know, a lot of it is choice. We live in a world of duality, where there's light and there's dark, where there's good and there's evil, where there's happiness and sadness. And to walk down between the centre of them being balanced is wonderful, is what we need to be doing, not being too much of one or too much of the other. But we're human, and we are pulled in a certain direction within these emotions. And this is where the key is to be sitting in your power, sitting within your heart space, opening up the chakras and aligning, and choosing to get into alignment, or choosing the happier side of things, because everything is a choice. We don't go looking for happiness. We can't buy happiness. Happiness is a choice. So if you wake up in the morning and put your feet on the floor and say to yourself, today I choose joy, I choose happiness, I'm going to enjoy my day. And you say that to yourself a few times, your energy rises. And you will find that more often than not, I'm not saying it's 100%, but more often than not, you'll have a better experience in that day, and little things around you might uplift your energy where you will find a situation funny and you'll have a bloody good laugh. Or you might find joy in other things like walking out in nature and seeing wildlife for exactly what it is, and it brings a smile to your face. It can be anything like that, or even just sat in your garden listening to the birds chirping as I was doing yesterday, thinking how loud they were. We've been blessed that we've got a beautiful nest within our one of our trees in the garden, albeit that the magpies and they are rather loud as they can be. I just feel blessed to have them nesting in a tree in our garden and to hear the young ones twittering on. It's beautiful. It really, really is. And it brings that sense of the world is so much nicer and more wonderful than we absolutely think about on a daily basis. The absolute wonders of nature. Certainly yesterday afternoon, we had this storm hit us, and it lasted for like 10 minutes. And in those 10 minutes, you had everything that you could imagine. It started off, there was this high wind came in, and I mean high wind. I don't know if it was a cyclone, to be honest, it could have been. And the rain started, and it turned to hailstone, and they were huge as they were clattering the windows. Then it turned to snow, then it went to sleet, and then the wind dropped and the rain stopped. Then the sun came out and the sky was blue, and it was like, wow, experiencing practically everything within those 10 minutes. And it just made me take a step back and think, how powerful is nature? How powerful is our weather and Mother Earth? And, you know, it's absolutely amazing. And we, as a whole, as humans, take a lot of this for granted, where we should be, you know, really feeling gratitude for what we have and what we can see. So it's about coming back to the heart space and coming back to you with gratitude, getting into that beautiful, loving energy of you and allowing your divine loving as well, really connecting into that divine love and seeing our Mother Earth for the beauties and wonders that she is. Because we do get stuck in that drudgery of day to day life. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. As we do, we're human. But, wake up and smell the roses. Do something different. Think something different today. There's an idea. Just try and see, think, or do something slightly different that you can manage to do today for yourself. And feel that shift in energy around you. Feel the difference. Turn off all that nastiness that we're experiencing on the TVs and such. And if you can't get out, turn up some music and move your body and shake and dance and sing like nobody's watching. And it really does help to create a difference around you. Because what happens around us is by our personal choice. It's what we are allowing into our energy. And there's only us as a person can change it. Nobody can do it for you. You know, you could win the lottery and have a multitude of money around you and still not be happy. It's how you perceive things and how you let things into your life. So remember that if you're sat in a situation that you're not liking, place your boundaries down and start to think differently about it. Okay, be proactive and choose happiness and joy. So that's the messages coming in from those two beauties. So I'll just put those there. I'm just going to ask now, I'm just going to get one card um, to do with what's going on within the world at the moment and what's. Ooh, no, you're not all coming out. A lot of cards there. What's going off in the world at the moment and what can we do to help the situation and to help ourselves among this as well. Okay, so I've just been told to cut and take the top card. Okay, so we've got Dakini. Okay, she's beautiful. She is beautiful. Never been out before in this deck. Right. Okay, beautiful message coming forward here for us all regarding the energetics that's going on in the world. So, Dakini, the enlightened feminine. Okay, it's a beautiful divine energy that's stepping forward. And she's saying, my gut instincts are wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. So she's saying to let your intuition guide you. Go by your gut feelings. If you're getting feelings popping in that's holding you back from doing something, listen to it. There's a lot of talks going on. There's a lot of misinformation about everything that's happening around the world, and I'm not talking. Well, I am talking about things that are going off to do with the the person beginning with E, and I am talking about what's going on over in the war and the information that our governments are bringing forward, and then I'm talking about information that you see online and etc. Right. The word is discernment. Okay. Have your intuition on, and then you can discern if it's worth listening to or not. Because there is so much misinformation out there, and you need to let your intuition guide you. There's so much falseness around, especially with this AI that's coming forward. I mean, some of the AI that I've been witnessing is amazing. It really is. It's fun. It's bringing on trends with people doing caricatures and things that they're interested in, and bringing out some really really nice pictures. And you can chat and get poems, and it can help you to write things if you're not as well versed as other people. But there's also the AI out there that people are misusing, misrepresenting things, and making you believe something is good and true, and it's not. It's a scam. So you've got to be careful of what you actually believe within this AI, because, of course, like anything else, it can be used for the good and the greatest good and wonderful things, but it can also be used to pull the wool over people's eyes. So you must have you must have this discernment within you, and to have true discernment, You must have your intuition tuned on. You've got to have your gut feelings. You turn that on with your sacral chakra, letting your soul guide you is the main thing at the moment, because your soul knows who you are, how many existences you've had, what you are as a person, and what you've agreed to come to do in this life, and it leads you that way. But we are born of free will, and we can shut that off and just do his own thing. And this is where you learn a lot of lessons by doing that. So just excuse me, my hair's tickling me back of my neck because it's getting long again. So while I was talking there, I pulled another card out just to compliment, and we've got Kuan Yin. And absolutely love Kuan Yin's energy. Um, so if you are feeling a little bit anxious at the moment with everything that's going on, get yourself some rose quartz and really feel into that energy, and let that beautiful pink light come in. She's the goddess of compassion. So she's asking us to also hold compassion within our hearts, because not everybody is in the same position as us. I mean, put put your feet in shoes of people that are in these war-torn countries, and the fear that they will be living in. I mean, that will be hard to mask. So, send loving energy, send your prayers over, send light over, send that beautiful rose pink energy as well of compassion, and just come to the heart space and have that compassion. Um, and it says on this card, I recognize the suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion, and it sure does. So as light workers, as healers, we do need to be sitting um, as one. It's nice when we can come together as a collective as well to send the energies over to where it's needed. And by doing that, it opens the eyes up of other people that can probably do the same thing and send that compassion over as well. So, yeah. So do something different today. Choose joy, choose happiness, choose compassion, and just see what a change it can make for you. So there we go. That was a reading done today for us all from this beautiful divine feminine box. And this, like I said earlier, is definitely the energy that we need to be bringing in. We've been dominated by this masculine energy for so long, and it has changed. And this divine energy is coming in now, and it needs to expand. And it needs to expand to bring change. And this is why she's here. She's here to change the world. And with that, from my heart to your heart, namaste. Bye bye for now.